Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Blades of Avernum. Last episode, we went and happened to look through, the entire valley down here. Visited the various places, talked to people, and did a few things. Yeah, I know that's very vague, but whatever. Anyway, I think the only places we have left are this fort up here, and there's a cave of some sort over here. We're supposed to go to some, what was it called? The Sanctum. That might be the Sanctum. So first, let's go investigate this fort. As you enter the fort, you notice how the fort's walls merge almost seamlessly with the foot of the cliff, and how the buildings are adapted to the rough terrain. In fact, the architecture looks like it was carved from the cliff itself. Actually, as the rock face looms higher above you, you start to wonder if the fort was magically shaped from the surrounding stone. You begin to think that the Order's druids are stronger mages than you had thought. Powerful mages. The Order's got powerful mages. Alright. Well, either way, I'm gonna look around here and stuff like that, because, yeah. We have no missions to go out here, but I'll look around anyway. Kindaro's Forge. Yes, Kindaro says, waiting for you to say something. What do you do here? Well, I make most of the fort's weapons, though a few get sent up here from Relius. I can sell you some, but I can't promise exceptional quality because our guards are using the best weapons right now. In fact, most of the patrols still need upgrades for their gear, but we just can't make them fast enough. Armor is poor in iron, nothing we need. And weapons, kind of the same. I don't need any gear right now. Fine by me, I need to get working on the next batch of spearheads anyway. What do you think of the valley's situation right now? Not good, Kindaro says, suddenly turning serious. Our army supplies are dwindling, and we lose a few soldiers every day now. Delrin in Relius is so busy helping out the other towns that he can't help me supply the army. I haven't slept in 3 days, and even the Order is panicking with Ephesos gone. These are truly dark days for our valley. All I can say is that we're happy to have you adventurers helping us out. Yeah, I imagine so. Public well, please keep clean. Gotcha, no spitting in the well. It's interesting. What's this? The sign has nothing. Fort Orinil's guest quarters seem rather comfortable, and your journey has begun to fatigue you. No one would mind if you rested here for a while. You'll leave the room undisturbed for the next guest to use it, because we don't need to. Oh, it really is coming out of the wall here. Very interesting. Lorenzo, mage. Give me a second. Okay, that must be the commander. This room is furnished like an average arcane lab, but it looks more like a landfill. A wizard rushes back and forth, occasionally muttering a spell. He appears rushed and stressed out and just a bit angry. For a second, it appears that he may have done something important, and he waves his hands dramatically while muttering. No! That should have worked! Where did I screw up? As you stare at the roach, you realize that you were actually thinking about talking to a roach. You feel the sudden urge to kick yourself. The roach just stares back at you. Lorenzo glares at you. Well? What are you working on? Lorenzo pauses for a second, then starts talking quickly and angrily. Well, I'm working on a way to kill the lizards right now, but all I've managed is to summon a giant cockroach. Captain Trekord expects me to work miracles, but I just can't with so little time. I've been working with him for years, and he just expected me to do all of this work for him. I can't stand him! Anyway, I don't have time to deal with adventure, so leave me in peace. Are you close to finding a way to defeating the lizards? Lorenzo starts speaking even quicker than before, in a tone of voice which screams death threat. No! Leave me alone! I need to keep working, so go kill some lizards yourself. What are you going to do about the cockroach? Not sure, don't care, no time! Can you teach me anything? Yes, I can teach spells, but make it quick, I need to get back to work. Sure. Fire stronger, yes. Haste stronger, yeah. improved lightning spray. Damn. I guess improved ice blocks, so I don't really use it. And I think that's good. What do you think of the Order? They're no good to work with. They take too long on everything. I don't care how in tune with nature they are. They couldn't help me if they tried. I'm beyond them. Despite how confident Lorenzo seems about this, you bet that Hephaestus' presence would silence him. If only he were here. Okay, then. That just leaves the barracks. This guard has little useful to say to you. You make small talk for a while, but learn nothing of any importance. You enter the commander's office and are stunned by the room's design. The entire room is somewhat set into the cliff face, though only the north wall and the ceiling are part of the rock face itself. Only the druids could have done this. However, what catches your attention is the captain sitting at the oak desk by the window. He's eyeing you with intense distrust for some reason. Captain Trecord watches you coldly. What now? What do you do here? I command the troops here, isn't that obvious? We're here to keep the valley safe from any invaders, and we've had more than our fair share of duty. Believe me, we're glad to see some adventurers here to relieve some of our burden, he says, his voice dripping with sarcasm. Are there any jobs that need to be done around here? Our military can take care of itself. We don't need adventurers running our errands. Is there something wrong with us? He glares at you, not even attempting to disguise his distrust. You're adventurers. I've had bad experiences with adventurers. I used to live in the grand city of Zaskiva, an empire city on Morrow's Isle. My life was idyllic. And then some adventurers came to assassinate our ruler, the late Lord Volp. They detonated a bomb in the center of our city, and everything was ruined. The adventurers escaped before they could be caught. The town needed a scapegoat, so they blamed me for letting the bombers escape. I had to flee the city. Had I stayed, I'd have been killed instantly. I had been a successful merchant, but those adventurers took it all away. I had to flee here, away from the Empire's influence, so that I could start fresh, with nothing. Adventurers have no concern for people's safety, only for their own whims. That is what is wrong with you. Zaskiva? Lord Volp? Holy shit, I remember that scenario. That was... Wasn't that a player-made scenario? I can't remember which one it was, but I'm fairly certain that it was. Well, dang. Nice to see a reference to a scenario made by someone completely different. But we're here to help find Hephaestus. I know that. Just stay away from our towns while you're doing it. His glare gets just a bit more intense. Maybe it'd be good to leave him alone. Yeah, let's leave him alone. Okay, there's also this one here. Now that you take a good look at the armor, you realize that Kendaro was telling the truth. The army is running out of supplies. If this is all that the fort has in reserve, then the entire valley is in trouble. It's becoming even clearer to you that Hephaestus must be found soon so that the invasion of lizards can be stopped. Alright, well, let's head to the west, although I just had a theory that, that Sanctum is actually a bit further south from here, not here. Nearing the tunnel which exits the valley, you begin to think of what might lie beyond this narrow valley, just waiting to be killed. Do you wish to leave the scenario? No! Okay, so that actually leaves the valley. I have a feeling that that must be the Sanctum. Why are you out here in the middle of nowhere? This must be the Sanctum. Or not. I mean, every indication says that this should be the Sanctum. I mean, it says Hilltop Sanctum. See if anyone has anything to say over here, maybe. Maybe we need to go back south to find information on the Sanctum. must be something we're supposed to do around there, then. Oh! Greetings, brothers. I am Brother Elm. Welcome to our Order's temple. Have you seen Brother Oakleaf anywhere? Well, actually, you just missed him. He came by to pick up some of his possessions to replace what those lizards trashed. Thank you for saving him, by the way. Truth is, sometimes he just isn't very smart about this stuff. I mean, we support him, but he must be crazy to take on the entire Order of Flame. Anyway, we are incredibly grateful for your bravery in saving Oakleaf. Please accept this as a token of our thanks. He hands you a small pouch of coins. Why are there glowing flowers in the trees? Well, let's just say that the Order is very powerful and in tune with nature to the best of our abilities. We can grow some interesting plants. How else do you use your power? Generally, we use it to help the people of the valley, but sometimes we like to spruce up our own temple. Also, we've created some powerful artifacts in our time, though most of them are locked up. And before you ask, you need the permission of a senior Order member to even see them. Can you tell me anything about the Order of Krell? For that you should talk with Brother Pinebranch. He's around here somewhere, probably napping. We met Brother Coldgale out on some remote hill. Why is he there? I suppose you should know. He's guarding the Hilltop Sanctum, a place sacred to the Order. If you talk to him, I'm sure he'll let you in. Okay, there we go. Now that we've done that, we should be able to get into the Hilltop Sanctum over there. Brother Elm has told us about the Sanctum. May we enter? Of course you may enter, and good luck with your quest. The Order depends on you finding Ephesos. The entrance is hidden behind an illusory stone wall, so just walk right through the wall to the northwest of me. You step through the section of wall that Coldgale mentioned and are amazed by the cave's interior. At least you think it's a cave. The floor is covered in lush grass and strange trees grow around the cave. However, the weirdest thing is that a large river empties into a pool at the cave's center, and the water is covered with lily pads. The whole place is quite tranquil. Alright, let's look around. Oh, I just stepped forward and we lose control. We meet again. I suppose this means we want to help you. Together we'll find Ephesos. No, you are not true druids. What? We've chased you all over the valley. What else must we do? The fact remains you have not proven yourselves. And how can we do that? Travel to all the towns and spread the Order's goodwill. When you have done this, return here to become true druids. Now go forth and prove yourselves. I must meditate before I seek Ephesos. So now, Brother Oakleaf expects you to go do quests for the other towns. An adventurer's work is never done, it appears. You'd think that with the Order in such dire need for help, Brother Oakleaf would gladly let you help. Sadly, it appears that you'll have to play along with his demands. Well, we have actually already helped out much of it. Many of the towns, I mean. Brother Oakleaf ignores your presence. Well, we've helped out most of them. The only one we haven't helped out is the fort. Okay, let's speak with a commander who hates us and doesn't want to do anything for us. Are there any jobs that need done around here? No. Come on, we did help out the towns. Let's just go visit those towns again. The ones down south. Like this one. And are immediately greeted by grateful villagers who profusely thank you for your help with the lizards. You can't help but notice that they still seem a little depressed. Passing through the village, you find yourself awed at how fertile the area is. Now that you've been looking at your crops, okay, we can buy food here, which we don't need to do. Go to the southern town here. Orin, yes, we helped out Orin. Oh, we can sell stuff here, good. Ruby, Blessed Sling, and that's a resistance ring. I think we can sell it. Okay, that's those two towns that has been helped out. definitely helped out the capital. Okay, so that's helped out. East Leon's trading post, we helped out that. Fort Oronil is the only place we haven't actually helped out. Because the guy doesn't trust us. Oh! One problem. Brother Oakleaf won't let us help him find Ephesos. You explain Oakleaf's conditions for helping find Ephesos. Kendaro looks puzzled. That's worrying. Normally Oakleaf would be glad for the help. Sounds like he just doesn't want you to interfere with his plans, really. If it's any consolation, I give you my blessing. I can't really see Lorenzo or Captain Trecord helping you. They're way too uptight about everything. The lizards aren't helping matters. Alright, let's see if that is enough. Hopefully that's enough to say, yeah, we helped out all the towns. Okay, there we go. We have returned. We traveled to all of the towns and spread the Order's goodwill. So I have heard. Can we help you find Ephesos now? You have done as I asked, and however reluctantly, I will let you join me on one condition. Yes? You must promise to uphold the values of the Order. Fine by us. Then I shall confirm you all as members of the Order, and I accept your promise to uphold our values. Freedom, oneness with nature, and kindness. You have my blessing. Let us depart. Meet me at the southeast end of the valley. There we shall begin our journey. But first you must do one last thing. You must retrieve the artifacts which are held in our temple, for we will need them in our quest. Farewell, fellow travelers. So it appears that you just have to go retrieve a few trinkets made by the Order, and then you can finally go find Ephesos. Okay, that's something we can do. We received a special item. What special item? Oakleaf's Blessing. A few privileges that only Order members may have, and you are allowed to join Order. Okay. As you wander back to the south end of the valley, you notice a robed figure to the southeast of you. It appears to be Brother Oakleaf. He waves you over, hoping to get moving quickly. Yeah, soon. I forgot. We need to get the artifacts. I think I know where they are. Hold on. Okay. I believe we need to go up here somewhere. Yes, I believe we need to go over in here. Standing in front of these doors is a pair of druids who appear to be guarding something. One of them acknowledges you. What are you looking at? What are you guarding? I suppose there's no harm in telling you. We're guarding the items most sacred to the Order. A set of artifacts created and blessed by Ephesos himself. We're here to make sure nobody gets in there. Can we see the artifacts? I hear that Brother Oakleaf has given you his blessing. You may pass. The guard tosses you a key made out of heartwood. This is yours. So we've got unidentified chainmail, sunstones, a bracelet, a pair of bracelets, Nature Walker's Torque, Staff of Druids, and Sky Shard. Let's see here. Sunstone cuts through the darkness. Sky Shard, unusual ability. No idea what those bracelets are. Nature Walker's Torque, our +4 to nature lore. Staff of Druids is a two-handed weapon. 4 to 28 points of damage, +1 to 7 per level of strength and nature lore skill. Regenerates health, 10% resistance to elements and magic, +1 to Pathfinder and Priest spells. And that's the same thing there. Interesting stuff, but I don't think we'll be using it. Alright. Which means we're going to have to go down here. You meet Brother Oakleaf at what looks like a sheer cliff face, one which towers at least 200 feet above you. Brother Oakleaf asks to see the artifacts from the temple, and once you show them to him, he motions toward the cliff. A small crack appears in the rock face. It's not much, but it's enough for you and Brother Oakleaf to fit through. He leads you through to a very narrow canyon, one which probably can't even be seen from above. Okay then. Alright, we still have like 10 minutes. Let's go in here. Brother Oakleaf stops you for a minute and points out the light blue orb you retrieved from the temple. If you didn't realize this yet, this is the Sky Shard, one of our Order's most prized artifacts. It bestows the power of flight, much like the legendary Orb of Thralny. Ephesos and I worked for months to create this. Now we can finally put it to good use. Ahead are some cliffs, as you can see. We need to climb them. When we reach the foot of the cliffs, use the Sky Shard and fly up and to the north. When we reach the top, you'll see the mouth of the cave. At the cave, wait for the power of flight to wear off. Then we can go about leaving the valley to find Ephesos. Okay, I see. Alright, wait. Alright. Let's step in. You reach the top of the cliffs where a wide cave mouth stands in front of you. Brother Oakleaf steps toward the cave. This is our path to find Ephesos. Follow me in. Brother Oakleaf leads you into the cave's entrance, eventually pausing at a sharp bend in the tunnel. It looks like he's planning what to do next. Eventually he beckons you over, hopefully to let you know what's next. Brother Oakleaf begins to look nervous. In the years before the Order, this cave was a safe haven for the valley's villagers. Now we believe that the Order of Flame has taken over this cave, perhaps in an attempt to directly invade our valley. Thus we must move quickly and quietly. I will scout ahead to make sure that we can proceed through here. If we can reach the end of the cave, there's a tunnel that should lead to a town in the Order of Flame's valley. I just hope we were right when we looked through the cave via the Sanctum scrying pools. Otherwise this could be difficult. As Brother Oakleaf waves his arms, he suddenly disappears in a flurry of magic. For a brief moment you think he has left you alone to fight the Order of Flame, but your fear proves unnecessary. You hear faint footsteps on the cave's floor, and looking at the dust on the ground you see footprints walking away from where Oakleaf stood. Brother Oakleaf must have cloaked himself somehow. If nothing else, he appears to know what he's doing, so you follow his footsteps into the cave. Alright. And you know what? I'm actually going to stop it here, because I don't know how long this is going to take. There could be a lot more that we need to do. I have no idea. So, next episode, we'll go into this winding cave and try and find our way to Ephesos. Till then, I'm Chester44, that is Fox, Sheik, Bonnie, and Draco. This has been a Blades of Avernum Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.